What's up? What's up? What's
good.
up? Hey. I know I was in the back like jamming to the intro music. I should get that excited, but the intro music, like, we sound amazing. What's up? What's up? What's up?
I'm
What's
sorry.
going on? What's going on?
I'm still tripping on our backstage discussion.
So you gonna bring our backstage?
I am not.
discussion?
I am not. I am not. I am
Oh,
not.
okay, because I was ready for you.
But I'm still tripping on it. What's up, Jenna? What's up, Ed? And Nunu, that was our first people to click in. Let's go.
Let's go. What's up, guys? And we already got folks checking in. First up, if this is your first time with the Relationship Misfits, and then there's Mr. Smokefella, welcome to your Tuesday dosage of tomfoolery, as only the Relationship Misfits can do. Listen, this is He Said, She Said, and the Real podcast, where you get every kind of discussion from both a man and a woman's point of view. We talk about friendships, relationships, situationships, how to just not go down with the ship. So make sure you tune in, stay tuned. We got the dopest audience in the world. So let's go ahead and shout out to our audience. What's up, Imani? We got Jenna and Nunu in the house.
Hey.
And Lisa in the house. So what's up to everybody? Happy New Year. And speaking of Happy New Year, what's up? I'm going to skip Mr. Smokefella because he had jokes backstage. So I'm going to go to, I can't bypass his name. Lucky Emotional Lefty. How was your New Year?
It was great. It was great. It wasn't emotional at all. I had a great time. Got my cocktail on.
Kudos to you because your Christmas tree is down.
No, it ain't. You just can't see it. You just can't see it.
You moved your chair.
This joint gonna be a Valentine's Day, Easter tree, Martin Luther King, Easter, all the whole nine, baby. I don't take them down. I'll take it down now, Junior.
You either keep your Christmas stuff up all year long or it's down on the first. So, Miss Camo, I need to know what about you? I ain't seen no bells and that little creepy elf.
No bells. I'm just here. I had a great New Year's. I was at home. I watched my movies. I had my drink. Had my praise and worship even. And hey, I had a good time. So I'm here.
Okay.
And my tree is down. My tree is down though.
My tree is down too. My tree is definitely down. Okay, Mr. Smokefella, how was your New Year's?
Oh, now you come to me? Ain't that about it?
Oh, well, we gonna talk about me and feelings because clearly we're divorced.
Well, never. Happy New Year to everybody. I had a blessed New Year, Christmas and New Year, as always, because it's what you make it.
Hey, I had a great New Year's too. So I think I sleep at like 12:02 though. I'm not even going.
That was an accident. That was an accident.
I was gonna say the
I'm sorry, I was reaching for my drink and I hit it. My bad. It wasn't done on purpose. You know when you're gonna get it. That was not a time.
That's a prelude to something that's about to go down. Y'all just know.
I'm sorry.
Clearly, it's going to be a petty Tuesday because the bell has already been run. So listen, y'all.
For all my fellas out there, if y'all wasn't watching, Devontae Smith from Roll Tide, Alabama won the Heisman. Just want to get that shout out. Y'all keep it moving. Let's go.
Well deserved.
Okay.
I'm sorry, ladies, if y'all into sports and stuff. Update to y'all too.
Thanks for including us. Thank
you. Right, like it don't matter. We talk about everything on this show, okay? Anyway, so happy New Year to everybody that has tuned in. What's up? Shouts out to everyone. Oh, a little back. Who got the cheap headphones? Every single week we have technical difficulties. Do I have to do like the movies?
That's echoing over there.
Yeah, I'm straight.
So you better get your own setup together there, Boost Mobile.
Damn, called you
Did you just say Boost Mobile? I can't stand you.
All right, so listen, y'all. Tonight we got a jam-packed show. We are going to try to talk about men emotions again. Take 3 because they have found a way to get around this topic for like 3 weeks now. We are definitely going to have a man cave and we got a she shed coming for you. But before we get started, I have to give you an update on the Love Bug Challenge, right?
Okay.
Let's go.
So for all of you who follow the show, you know that I have been challenged by one of my brothers, KDL, to do rotational dating. Y'all already know I don't believe in it. Rotational dating, we had a whole show about it. Go check our archives. Listen, New Year's hit me, and for those who watched show last week, know that I had a date, didn't work out. I updated. I did what I said. I didn't ghost the guy. But I decided I'm not rotationally dating. We keep it real, raw, and relevant here. And I have let y'all punk me into a challenge that does not fit my style. So last week we were talking about dating and being authentic and transparent. And yeah, it ain't for me. So I also, hey
So
mom,
what happened?
huh?
Hey, Mom, what's happening? So what happened? What's the announcement?
You do
Right.
understand that it is a lot of men folk in here that's watching. They ain't start commenting, but I'm seeing as the men are in here. You got Twan, you got RJ, you got Pat, Ed, Dwayne. Oh, it's some men up in here tonight, baby. Let's roll.
Right. They still have time. What do you mean?
Right.
You're not going to participate?
I'm just saying.
All I was saying is that I'm not doing the challenge. If somebody want to holler at me, they can holler at me. But rotational dating does not fit Nikki's love bug style. And I'm going to shout out to Nunu and Marie, who pointed it out to me last week that maybe I need to get somewhere and sit down, is exactly what they said. And I think they're right. So I'm listening to my sisters, and I've decided I'm not ready to date.
That was your breaking news.
Yeah.
That you not
We
dating.
need some more news.
You know
We don't
what?
like that
Come
news.
on.
I would rather watch a snail across the street.
That's your breaking news. You not dating.
Okay, all right.
Let's break this down. Let's break this down. So, is it that
No, let's not.
you not getting?
I'm with Lefty. No,
Ain't nobody shooting a
We're
shot.
still in this challenge.
What?
No, that's not. That's
Anyway, that was my challenge. Now we're moving on. Nice try. We're going to go into men's emotions. I think it's funny because the men already
still hit her inbox because she's still doing this challenge. Don't listen to her.
Man, another failed business venture.
Antoine said y'all ain't got no emotions. So, he said men don't. That was my ghetto interpretation and the way to move off of me. Men don't have emotions. So can we talk about men and y'all emotions? Me and Tiffany gonna be quiet. I got some questions for y'all, but can we talk about, do men have emotions?
Yeah, we human. It's a human trait. It's not it don't go by the sex. It's human trait. It's just, do we show emotion?
Okay.
I think that's what you should ask. Do we show emotion? Are we better at keeping our emotions in?
First
up, this is not
Lefty.
men versus women. Y'all ain't better at nothing.
I'm just going to ask this question. Are you emotional worthy?
Oh, do expound on that, Mr. Smokefella.
I'm just saying, all men ain't going to share their emotions with everybody. You got to be emotionally worthy for a man to show his emotions with you.
Okay.
We act out our emotions in different ways. So I did a little research actually to see the effects of holding in your emotions. And there's an article from back in 2016 that says one of the consequences of that, like, men show greater rates of antisocial behavior and alcohol abuse due to keeping emotion, holding stuff in, not being able to show our emotions. But see, ours go way deep. It go back to our roots. As a child, be a man. Don't cry. Poke your chest out.
Yeah.
Don't be a punk.
Yeah, there was a meme that was out. I saw it maybe last week, and it had a woman telling her son not to cry, man up, and then when he got older, the girl is like, "Hey, can you show your emotions? Can you give me
Right.
something?" And he's like, "That's
Right.
not how I'm built."
There's a
And the
lot
other,
of comments out there. Can we start
yeah,
seeing them
yeah,
up there?
we got a few comments out here.
Your Boost Mobile not letting you show comments?
I can see some. We got Hadia Swain chimed in. I think men are more emotional than women. And that could be true. We may be more, but it's who lets the emotions out.
Correct.
And most of us as men, we didn't see our fathers cry. You know what I mean? We had our fathers led by example. So they wasn't just telling us to man up. We saw them just straight, I'm pretty sure they had times they wanted to come home and flip the table. Or pretty sure it was times when mama made pops mad or something happened that we didn't know about because they were much better at keeping their relationship away from their kids than we are today. So, but men didn't, they never showed hurt. My fathers, my uncles, my godfather, my grandfather, I never saw them like broke down. Never.
I was going to say, I literally can remember the first time I saw my father cry, and I can count on one hand all of the times that I actually saw him emotional. And I agree, especially men, our father's age and that generation, you just were not raised to be emotional at all. So interesting comment here. Imani said most men who are raised by women only show emotions. How do y'all feel about that comment?
You want to take it, Ben?
I don't think that's necessarily true. But you do got some softness when it comes to boys raised by their mama only, but that's not just a true statement. It's just the way individual was raised, around women. They could maybe care more because they raised by women, but it's not set in stone where you can say 100% of the men raised by women gonna show emotionals or cry or whatever. No, it's about how you raise, the environment that you were brought into, because he could be raised by his mother but still have an uncle or grandfather in his life, so that doesn't mean anything.
Brother, anybody, somebody, a sports coach, baseball coach. So I think boys who are raised in like a house full of women may definitely be more emotional. Like all you got is sisters and mom, and all you around is your mom friends and your sister's friends. They may be a little more emotional, but I'm not gonna say just single mothers, period. Because I know plenty of
I would say I actually think single mothers, well, from my experience, I think single mothers are probably harder on their sons in terms of not wanting them to be soft. But I think Antoine brings up a good point about staying on emotionally worthy, because I think a lot of times y'all show your emotions, but it's only when, and so something I always say is that women fall in love based off of emotions, but men fall in love based off of trust. And when a man can trust you, he can be vulnerable with you because he knows it's a safe space to be emotional in. And I think, it may not feel good, but
if a man get emotional with you, y'all go together.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think just because a person is not capable of communicating their emotions doesn't mean that they're emotional. So I think we need to be careful about how we say that. But just because the money ain't crying doesn't mean he doesn't have emotions. I think it's about having a space where you feel comfortable expressing yourself and being able to communicate your feelings as opposed to being emotional. So I think that there's a huge difference in that. We got to be clear. And like Damani said, and I think Antoine was talking about, are you emotionally worthy to even experience that? And I think that that's the issue, is what type of relationship are you in where you feel comfortable actually expressing your feelings? That I think that's what more women are more concerned about, is that they don't feel like they have a space where the men are expressing their feelings to them. Because we women, we got to hear "I love you" 50 times a day or something like that. Well, I don't, but a lot of women need to hear it.
I also think it's a love language thing. So like I think we tend to interpret emotions in the way that we get emotional. And so I think men show emotions. I think they show that they care differently. And I think what I would love, Lucky and Mr. Smokefella, is for you to give us some inside tips. Like, okay, when I'm feeling this way, it looks this way. Because I think that's the issue. I think you guys are hitting it. What is displayed is not what we're categorizing as emotions. You know,
Give me an example of what you're referring to. When you hear this, but it's actually this.
so I'll give you an example. One of the big funny things, we even did it on our page, is like when a woman tell you, wow, okay, y'all absolutely know that that's not like, oh, I'm surprised. That's like, oh, I got you. Like, so I mean, that's what I'm looking for. Like, I know
Men don't roll like that.
Yeah, that's kind of
my
tough.
point.
That's tough. And I think, but I give you an inside tip. We actually pretty easy to read if you just pay attention.
Right.
Like, it's pretty easy to know when your guy's in his feelings. Like we don't do the whole wow, oh no, we don't do all that. We just be like we either gonna get quiet or we gonna snap. You know what I'm saying? Or we gonna leave the house. Like it's not gonna. It's real easy.
Right.
It's not, but so I think some people are tying emotions into being all shedding tears and hitting the ground. But you even going back in the dating pool, you don't know what that man been through. Because we all done seen the quote unquote good guy get played, the emotional guy that he was a little too soft, or he could be in a situation where he was opened up to a woman and she threw it back in his face with your crying ass. You know what I'm saying? Or with your soft ass. You know what I mean? You just don't know.
That's true. That is true.
Right.
And
I'm gonna tell you right now, if I tell you I'm good, you ask me and I'm like, I'm good. No, I'm ready to fuck this shit up.
Yeah.
I'm good.
And I think it goes also back to us having our own expectations of our mate, right? So women, and I would say women do this all the time. I can't say for all women, but I know a lot in my circle, they will want their man to express themselves in a particular way because that's how they know they receive it, going back to their love languages. But the man is not communicating in that way, and then the woman gets upset because he's not communicating in a way that they want him to. And I'm like, it's not, you have to allow him to speak freely and do what he needs to do without giving him the expectation that he responds the way that you want him to.
In a relationship, there are two forms of love language, his and hers.
Oh, well, that makes that 7.
You know what I'm saying? Well, you get what I'm saying.
No,
the way
like
your love language is,
right, how you receive it and how you give it.
How you give it.
Yeah. I agree.
We have to go back. You have to be emotional worthy. You just don't throw out your emotions to anybody. Maybe you ain't reached that point where this guy wants to show you his emotions.
And there's a stereotype. There's a stereotype that because we don't react to you all's emotions all the time, that we're unemotional. Sometimes and that's not always the fact. Like, you ever been in an argument and you was pissed off, tears running down your face, and he was just sitting there looking at you like,
I just got triggered. Wait a minute, I got.
So this is what we doing tonight? We just gonna keep going. We just gonna do this all night. I'm finna go out. I'm going to the shop. I don't want to hear this shit tonight. I'm gone. And then you're gonna say I'm unemotional. You're not there for me emotional.
You don't care. You don't care how I feel. That's what you're gonna get. You
and then to piggyback off that, men understand you gotta choose your battles. You can't argue everything. You can't argue everything.
Time out. I think Lefty has triggered every woman on our timeline.
Now look, you done? Really? This is what we on tonight, huh? We just gonna do this.
And laugh. Yep, y'all do.
Yeah, but it's like being safe. We're not trying to add more fuel to the fire. That's what
right.
Understood. You already heated. If I react heated, then it's gonna get worse. Then we're gonna say something back.
Right. And if you say something you can't take back, oh my God.
She can say she forgive you. Nah, you call me. You know what I mean? You gonna catch it. You just gonna catch it. It's tough being a man. Y'all don't get it. Y'all think it's easy. Y'all think we walk around and just piss in bushes all day and beat our chests like cavemen. That is a whole lot more to being a damn man. First of all, we got to try to understand y'all. That's tough enough.
That's
tough. Gonna pull out the list tonight, huh?
Man,
normally it's us to pull out the list. Y'all gonna pull out the list of how hard it is to be a man.
For those who this is the first time you have logged in, we have HSS Day sayings and pissing in bushes and beating cats have just not been added to the
We just walk around whipping it out, peeing everywhere we want. That's the first thing a woman say. If you had a penis for a day, first thing you'll do, I'll piss outside. What the hell? It's way more to it than that. It's way more to it than that.
Now, Hadaya said, but let her act like that and he'll be ready to tell some stuff.
True.
That's true. Yeah.
Like, y'all get mad. Y'all expect nurturing, caring us. Come lay your head on my bosom. Let me make you nurture him. Take care of him. Run his bath water. Cook 3 meats.
Run his bath water.
Oh, wait, he taking baths?
Right.
Yeah, dude, okay. That's another topic. That's emotional right there. You got to get in the tub. If a grown man get in the tub when he's upset, that's really emotional.
You might as well set him in the corner of the shower with his knees up to his chest.
Yeah, now say jacuzzi. Say jacuzzi. Don't say tub. Like he taking it.
You better say he played 12 games at the gym.
Yeah, like he got Calgon in the water and the music on with a loofah.
Now we measuring masculinity. Okay. On the radar of masculinity, taking a bath.
A loofah. In the tub with a loofah.
Ring the bell on your daggone self. How about that?
Back to the topic.
Run his bath water.
Back to the topic. Antoine said it depends on who he's mad at. If he's mad at you, leave him alone.
Okay. Yes.
Good advice, Antoine. So if we are the source of your irritation, the best thing to do is give you space.
Right, but see, if he come in the house and start doing like Boys in the Hood, swinging at the air, you might need to put him in your bosom.
Yeah. He need a hug then. That's a whole different kind of emotion. Give that brother a hug. He come in doing all that. But it's still an individual thing, though. Men, like some men, like when I'm pissed off, I cannot say nothing. But when I'm at another level, when I snap, it's real. It just got real. Like if I'm coming to you with it, that means I'm tired of holding it in. It's been it's and you need to acknowledge it. Don't just walk away. Don't try to imitate me and give me the look, because it's gonna get worse.
Wait a minute, do that again.
You got to mean that.
Right.
You got to mean.
Ask this question for the lady. Let me just ask this question for the ladies. Why is it only two extremes to your emotion? Or it appears that it's only two extremes, which is, like you said, Lefty, it's the silent withdrawal, or it's the flip tables over, and like there, it almost feels as if men don't really know how to handle their emotions. So it's always two extremes. You hold it in, and then when you can't hold it in anymore, you explode. So like, how do we get, if we're in a friendship, a relationship, situationship, whatever kind of ship we in, how do we better handle you guys so that y'all get to the point you can say, you know what, I'm irritated as hell. My boss got on my nerves today. The day was long. I'm going to watch football. And I'd be like, cool, you want a beer? Like, you want me to bring you a beer? What we having for dinner? And then leave you alone. Like, how can we help you or create a space that y'all can get to the point you can express your emotions, and it ain't got to be always like blowing up or complete silence?
I got a one-word answer for you.
Oh Jesus.
It's real simple. Time.
Time.
Learning your partner. You got to learn.
Exactly.
We got to learn y'all. Women, men learn women.
Yeah, we got to learn each other, but that takes time. You can't go in with these expectations. You got to learn that individual that you with.
You didn't use the word communicate. I was waiting on you to use our favorite
that's
word.
there, but time is another word you need to add to your utility belt, like Batman. Time.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, it's just I don't know. Maybe it's testosterone or what.
So Ralph said that listen to you. Yeah, Ralph is saying that too. Listen to us, not just hear us. So, like you said, to be able to do that.
My man, RJ, what's up, baby?
Yeah.
Antoine said you got to learn your dude. Yeah, I definitely agree. Like, okay, so once we, oh Lord, oh Antoine, stop giving them props. They head is not gonna fit on the screen if you keep giving them props.
We're gonna have to take Antoine off the feed, dog.
I told you.
Every time they get one more point, fill out extra.
A lot of fellas out here today.
Well, I see.
But honestly, though,
hold on. The men are chiming in on this question. They're giving us feedback.
They are.
Rob,
you know what? I think they called in some reinforcements. Y'all calling in some reinforcements for tonight, y'all.
Let's go.
Rob said, "Don't press with the small things."
Right.
All right. Okay. The fellas are definitely in the house. Okay.
Yes.
Diane said you have to talk in order for us to listen. So thank you. Because I spent a little so again, she said, how do we know? How do we learn you if everything is kept in?
Well, that's another thing that's something that we can't just always blame the women. It is something we have to work on, and that's balance. You know, we have to know we have to get better at that. Like we said, we don't want to come off soft. We don't want to come off, you don't want to come off too hard, and you don't want to come off too soft. Now you talk about dating an unemotional man. I dated an unemotional woman, and you talk about challenging, like very challenging. And this is at a time in my life I was trying to communicate, like being and talk and all that. If something bothered me, I came to her. She told me, "You starting to nag." On everything I love, my God, she said I was starting to nag. And from there, I never said another damn word about nothing.
And next time you said something, thing you know, it was like
that.
No, it wasn't even that. So what happened was, as we continued, but then I stopped communicating how I was feeling about certain stuff, and she went through my phone and found some stuff she didn't want to find.
Oh.
So I reacted different. I was holding it in. So since I can't communicate, I react.
Oh. But that was in your 20s.
Yeah, I was in my late 20s.
Yeah, that was in your 20s.
Let me clutch my pearl. So what I just heard you say, Lucky, let me translate that for the ladies. Let's make sure we taking notes. So what you telling us when it comes to y'all emotions is that if we can't get to the point we learn you and understand when to move back and when to step in and play, it's a dance, right? A relationship is a dance. You got to know, you got to follow your partner. You got to know when to step. You saying that you got a new partner.
Man, I ain't going to say just any little thing, but certain things. So it's like, if you aren't going to take what I'm saying serious, or at least take it to heart, don't let me say what I'm feeling, and then you just completely ignore it and the actions just continue. And so that's what I was trying to, because that was always when I was young in my wild days, that was always, if I ain't get what I want from my girl, I'll go get it from another girl. You know what I'm saying? So then when I got to a point where I wanted to communicate, I was like, let me stop doing that. Okay, I'm not getting this. I'm not getting that. I'm trying to communicate. Then I got called a nag. So after that, I stopped communicating, wasn't getting what I wanted, and proceeded to go back to the old Damani. And that's how it went down.
So to me, what I hear is that you tried to be vulnerable. Like it wasn't even just you tried to be vulnerable and it wasn't appreciated. And so you felt the lack of appreciation made you go somewhere where you could feel appreciated?
No, it just made me. No, I wasn't going away and appreciate it. I just acted out.
Oh,
Okay, go ahead, Black Jesus.
Period.
So you got it. You got it now. Last week you couldn't get it. Now you got it. Black Jesus, baby. Black Jesus.
That was me, and I still can't. I still like.
It was the fact that my emotions weren't acknowledged.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear him saying he's being vulnerable. What he was doing was he was having those conversations. He was communicating about things that wasn't going right, and it sounds like she ignored him and kept on doing them. So guess what? He found somebody that listened to him. Didn't do those things.
Allah. The bus down.
Black Jesus.
The bus down.
Like Jesus. All right.
So we got comments I want to get in. So T Rich says silence. What's up, T Rich? T Rich says silence from a man is louder than hearing him speak. So you gotta be able to read a man's silence at some point. Rob, I think this is your first time on the show, so welcome, first time guest. I also think women need to realize that men actually have emotions. So I think one of what you said, Lefty, she shut you down. Sound like she was like,
right.
I don't know how to handle, because we do have that stereotype that men are not emotions. Y'all don't have emotions.
Oh yeah, she might as well call me the B word and handed me a skirt when she called me a nag. I ain't even lie.
So
snatch my manhood. I'm like, what the hell, nag?
So Lefty, when she went to your phone and found what she found, she wanted to talk then, right?
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
so can we dig into that?
No, look, then she got emotional.
So wait a minute, hold on, because we need to dig into that for a hot second. Don't just gloss over that like that didn't happen.
I wasn't already her dear. I was not already acting out at that time.
But what precipitated her even trying to go through your phone? Like, because most women only go through somebody's phone if they think they cheat.
My actions changed.
Oh, okay.
Start hanging out a little more. Start coming in a little later. Start disappearing.
Hold on. I gotta throw a flag on you, Camo.
What?
Some women just go through your phone just to go through your phone.
Oh,
I
didn't say all women. I said there's some women that just do it because that's what they do.
Yeah, I don't hang around women that. I mean, again, I
my
know.
boy KDL would say that's neither here nor there. Back to the emotions.
Wow.
Listen, okay. Rob and Hadaya hit on something. We were talking about not minimizing a man's emotions. Mm-hmm. I think that's general.
That's true. That's true.
Even Lucky with his little meme of, "Are you done yet?" Like, I think it's the lack of acknowledgement when someone is being emotional, whatever that looks like, whether I'm arguing or hollering. And again, I think you have to learn people.
Yeah.
Right? Because like anybody that knows me knows that it's probably not a good thing if I get quiet. Love bug is just never quiet. So if I'm quiet, there's something wrong. Like I think you need to learn your partner. So not minimizing emotions, acknowledging emotions is deep. So
and you always talking.
Hey, can I add this though? Seriously, but what you just said, if I ask you what's wrong and you keep saying nothing, you got 3 nothings, and then I'm done with it. Don't bring it back up, or at least say we'll talk later. But if you just keep saying nothing, I'm good. All right, you got 3. When you get to that 3rd, don't come to me 2-3 days later. I'm gonna be pissed off.
I think that goes back to
this
is Smoke Fella's favorite word, communication, and how you all, as you and your mate or the person that you're dating, have conversations as to how you're going to work through situations. Because again, I can't expect you to meet my expectations if I've never expressed them to you. So if you say to me, all right, you got 3 of those, and after that I don't want to hear no more about it, then that's on me, right? If I do it 4 times and I just keep, and then I try to come back with it, you like, no, we already had this conversation. You had your 3, you ain't say nothing, that's on you. So, but I think we don't do that. We just don't.
we don't. Yes, Mr. Smokefellow.
Can I also say something to the ladies? All the ladies out there, I need this phrase to. This phrase needs to have meaning. Okay, you can't say to a man, "We need to talk."
No, we can't.
No, because y'all don't use it right. We need to talk means it's a serious conversation. Don't say we need to talk and then we talk and you want to talk about garbage, the garbage being, or something that don't have nothing to do with us.
But don't minimize my emotions. This is the third week I didn't ask you to take the garbage out, and I didn't have to take the garbage out, and I'm frustrated. So we need to talk. Because you know when we say we need to talk, that I'm irritated. Y'all know.
No, not necessarily. You say we need to talk, and then you want to tell me about the latest gossip at work. Because now you want to put me on like, man, okay, what I do?
Anxiety kicked in.
Shit, what? Say we need to talk when we need to talk. Don't say we need to talk and then you finna tell me to gossip. No, I'm like, man, I ain't got myself all in protect mode. Like
Vanessa said, you cannot decide what is a thing for someone else. So you cannot decide when we say that we need to talk. Learn your part.
You know, with women, we got to pick and choose what we tell you because there be so much we want to say, and then you come back with that, your blank stare. You like, damn, I don't want to tell them that. Okay, so let me tell them this. So by the time I might have said we were talking about something serious,
right? Your demeanor then now made me switch gears and stuff. But I do you keep throwing me off, Mr. Smokefellow, which you are keen to do. I do want to say.
Also, P. Richard's statement.
All problems
come with a solution. Right. I'm with that. Don't come to me about a problem and you don't have a solution because I'm gonna look at you like you crazy.
Here's the solution. Don't do it.
I was gonna say the lesson. I have found that one of the things when someone asks me what's wrong, or if I ask somebody something, first up, let's talk about this. You know when there is something wrong. You have a feeling. So if I say nothing, I'm gonna tell you what my response is. If I think it's something wrong with you and you say nothing, I'll say, "Oh, that's what we're doing now." Is it nothing or is it I don't want to talk about it? Because I'll respect that I don't want to talk about it. And then you have to respect and give that person the space that I don't want to talk about it. But sometimes it just needs to be that. Sometimes it's y'all fault that we say nothing. Because when we say something, y'all get upset, and it's not.
I'm gonna give the guys this one on this one because I think what women do is say, "Well, you should, you didn't," instead of "I think, I feel, I believe." Right. When you do this, I feel this way. Instead of owning our own emotions about whatever the issue is, we just come at them like, "Dog, I don't like how you did this. You didn't do that," and the guys are like, "Well, what the hell?" Like, right? Okay. But you never talk. We never say, "I feel this particular way when you do this."
So to answer Marta's question, why schedule a talk? I mean, sometimes you shouldn't talk when you pissed off. But at least acknowledge. For me, when I say, don't say nothing. Acknowledge you upset, and I don't want to talk because I may say something I'm gonna regret. I'll respect that. I'm not gonna keep respecting nothing. Because I'll be damned as a grown-ass man, I'm going to walk around my house like a little kid who mama called talking about you getting a whooping when I get home. I'm not walking around like that. Worried, and you get 3 times. I'm not looking at you. 3-0.
Like a little kid running away from the belt.
Your mom never called you like, when I get home, I'm going to tear your ass up. And this 5-6 hours later, and you got to deal with carry that all day? I'm not doing that, dog. I know you pissed off. I keep asking you. So acknowledge you pissed off, but you keep saying
okay. So we got some more questions, and then we're gonna move on. So Tia wants to know what happens when a man says we need to talk.
It's over.
It's over, girlfriend.
Yeah, whenever I done heard a man say we need to talk, it has never ended well.
Never.
You would rather have a man just to snap. Now y'all go back to loving and whatever. But if a man say we need to talk, oh yeah.
Right.
So I gotta pop this up, and then we're gonna move on. Hadaya hits it great. She said sometimes it's about phrasing. So instead of saying what's wrong, How about is everything okay? No, everything ain't okay. It's never okay with you. No, I'm just playing.
Well, it could be how you ask it. You can't be out there like, what's wrong now? You know, you can't be on that. Well, what now? Dang.
Why you got the long face now? What's bothering you now?
What? You know.
Yeah. Okay. So first up, I just want to say kudos to the men. It only took 3 weeks to get them to talk about their emotions, but they finally did it. Good job.
Begrudgingly, but they did it and did a fantastic job. And y'all got some guys to chime in.
Wait, Lucky just got froze in the most goofiest face. Is he froze on y'all screen?
Can you take my man off screen because he's looking real bad?
Girl, I thought he had, he was having one of his bishop moments. Maybe he was in prayer.
Hey, that's that look at the mama and slapped you in the back of the head for saying something stupid.
He'll be back.
Is he back yet? When he get back, let us know.
Man, y'all gonna get off my book.
Oh my God.
I would like to say thank you for all my male compadres that stood up, showed out in the comment section. Yeah.
We ain't done yet. Don't y'all have a man cave?
You do understand that you all got to be careful what y'all say tonight because my men out here watching.
It's the face for me. Oh man, Asada, you missed it. You and Candy, y'all missed it. The men actually gave us some great advice about their emotions. What we're gonna do though, because emotional lefty has left us with some technical issues. So instead of going into the man cave, I'm going to go ahead and go into the she shed, and then we'll go to the man cave afterwards. Is that all right with you, Mr. Smokefella?
That's all right, because my baby bladder needs to get some act right.
Oh, God. Goodbye.
It's certain things you don't need to share with us, right? You know that, right?
Hey, it's that sipping.
I can't see us, but we'll be back there jamming our little theme. Hey.
Yes.
All right. The men are going to do whatever the men do. They're going to have a moment to regroup after that trying conversation because we know they were not trying to talk about emotions. And what? Asada said, "Can we give y'all a recap?" No, it was a lot, Asada. It was a lot. You gotta replay it because, like, I don't even think we could do it justice. But I do want to transcend into last week, ma'am, Miss Camo Chick. You kept bringing up Bridgerton comments, and you kept talking about the Duke of Hastings. And you piqued my curiosity, so I went and binge watched Bridgerton. I don't know if anybody in our audience has watched the show. I think it was an amazing show. I mean, we could go like a whole season and break down some of the stuff that was in Bridgerton. But the one thing I want to break down is some of the toxic behavior, and I want to kind of. We can talk about it in the 1800s with Bridgerton, but we can also talk about how that is still a thing now. So, like, first up, what was her name? Marina Thompson, Polar Girl. Okay, well, aside, we're not going to do any spoilers, but she had a situation, and the way the situation was solved was for her to basically trap a man into marrying her, right? And so I don't know. I mean, I think with DNA, that situation ain't gonna happen now in 2020. Hopefully, ain't nobody getting babies still plotted on them. But this is definitely what I want to talk about is how people manipulate people to get their results. And not just relationships. We've seen manipulation in friendships. We saw manipulations in the power struggle. And I just want to talk about toxic people. So Y'all ready to talk about toxic folks?
We shall
No.
see. Yeah. Wait a minute. If you're not, it might be you. You
Ooh.
might be the toxic one.
So I just want to talk about, do you know how to spot the toxic people in your circle?
Oh,
Like, are
interesting.
you even aware that there are some people that are in your boat that ain't rowing for you? Like, are
Mm-hmm.
you even aware? And I know for me, I definitely became more aware of people who were not for me. Let me just put it
Mm-hmm.
like that. Hey, what J. Cole say? I want to see you get ahead, just not get
Get
better than
back.
me.
Get better
Yeah,
than me. Yeah.
yeah,
That's in the barrel.
yeah. So, like, how do you deal with toxic people?
I would say the older I've gotten, the easier it's been to spot them. When I was younger, I think I just thought this is how friendships are supposed to go, or relationships, where you're giving, and I define toxic as something that occurs in your friendship relationship that, one, makes you feel lesser than who you are. That's one. Two, that you are giving and not receiving. And in some cases, I will say in certain situations that may be okay, right? Like, there's a certain perception or a certain stereotype about how certain relationships go, like when you think about your parents or, relatives. But I think in our friend circles and sometimes relationships, we put so much out there and we don't get anything back. So one of the things I thought about, and I've watched Bridgerton like twice. Actually, I'm gonna do a third time. Reason being, I'm one of those people that I gotta watch it again because I know I miss a lot the first go round, and I gotta go back and
It's a lot of details
make
in there
make
that
it
you gotta.
resonate.
Yeah.
And the last go round when I watched it, it was like the thing that stuck for me was like, wow, like I've given so much to so many other people that didn't deserve it. Like, what would happen if I actually get to the person that's supposed to deserve it? Like, that's gonna be awesome. Because we get into these relationships that are toxic, but then we're expecting them to be good things. So, like, basically flipping back to the conversation that we just had about men's emotions, like we're expecting them to give us something that they can't give. So some people just not built that way, and they're not meant to give it to you because that's not the person you're supposed to be with. But we're so busy trying to push that square peg in that hole, and it's not working for us. But like I said, for me, I the older I've gotten, the quicker that I am to cut a person off. Like, yeah.
You know what? I think it's interesting. I like that you define toxic. I'm gonna tell you what I think is a toxic friend. I think that T. Rich put it perfectly. It's a frenemy. It's somebody that is not really your friend. They hold that position, and the fellas want to be a part of our conversation, so they put, your circle has different levels, but
Mm-hmm.
to me, it's somebody that definitely does not have your best at heart, right?
Or they're using you to get ahead.
Right, or it's not right. The friendship is not about your interest; it's about their interest. Now, and I think we always look at toxic as bad. Sometimes it's not a bad thing; it's simply that they are not looking out for you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give an example. And we're not just talking about friendships, I'm talking about relationships. I had a situation where someone that I was in a relationship with was getting a hookup, right? And the thing was, they were making me pay full price. We were splitting something down the middle, but in reality, they were getting a hookup and they weren't paying the same half. Now, my conversation is, if you got hooked up, we got
We got hooked up.
and why couldn't we split the now hookup? You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
like T. Rich said, you wasn't matching my energy, because if it had been me and I got a discount, then I'm not gonna say, oh, it was $100, but they knocked 20 off for me. You go ahead and hit that 50 and I'm gonna slab my 30 in. That's not what we finna do. Now, now it's 40-40. We both saved $10.
Wait a minute, and please tell me you ended that relationship shortly thereafter. Okay, all right. So we'll come back to that on a different conversation. How long do you stay in toxic?
Actually, that's the next thing that I want, because all of y'all are saying like now you're at the age that you can cut it off. But I would tell you that I've stayed in some toxic, and going back to my lame announcement at the very beginning is something I notice now that I might need to heal from, because things are coming up for me as I'm trying to date that made me sit back and say, oh, and I can tell you that in reality, one, I had to look at why I keep attracting toxic people, people who don't have my best interests at heart, people who don't match my energy. And second, why do I stay? And I know we all want to be that, we in this cutoff culture. As soon as you do wrong by me, and I am the queen of second chances and third chances and fourth chances, and in my mind, I get stuck in your potential. Like nobody is that bad. Like nobody is that heartless, and I get stuck in my own head.
I so used to be you. I really did. And that's probably why I'm single now. Like, I don't even have the patience for it anymore. But I will tell you this. Iyanla Van Zandt, and back in the day, I was like, oh my God, I love her. Every book she wrote, I love. But she used to always say this, is that, and it goes back to this little cliche-ish term that says, same story, different actors, same movie, different actors, is that every relationship that you encounter is a lesson to be learned. And if you don't learn the lesson and learn how to apply it, the next go round, it's going to be the same situation, just a different actor or actress. So, and I think for me, I had to learn that because I kept having the same types of issues with my relationships, and I couldn't figure out. And, I always want to say it was them. And then it was like, no, it's actually me. Like, I have to look at myself and figure out what it is that I need to do so I can stop attracting the toxic people, because I had a giving heart. I mean, I still have a giving heart, but I was always about, oh my God, I want to do what's best for you. I want to help you. If you got a situation, I want to be there when I'm tapped out and I have nothing else to give and I'm not getting anything in return. So that was something I had to learn, was I need to figure out where to cut off. Now my cutoff game now is strong. Like, I don't even bother, dog. We ain't even got nothing to talk about. But I literally realized that I had a toxic meter, a toxic signal, like beaming from my forehead, and every sucker just showed up and was like, she gonna take it.
I really want to touch on, because I think these two statements hit exactly what you're saying. So like T Rich, I totally agree that I love who I am. I just gotta, going back to what the men said about emotions, some people just are not worthy to experience me.
Absolutely.
And I need to get better with my picker on figuring that out. Because Joey hit it. Because people who are toxic love people like me. That's what they like. Yes, because they know once they get you, once you get me, I'm down for you like 4 flat tires. Like, for real.
Yep.
Like once I've made that decision that you're in my circle and I got your back, my loyalty is like 4 flat tires. I'm not going nowhere. However, there's this place called Discount Tire. They give you free air pumps. Y'all better make sure I don't get to a Discount Tire. So if you keep messing around, I will get my tires inflated and roll out on you. And that's what I'm trying to learn how to,
Yeah, because when I'm done, I'm done. Like, there are some people I actually ignore their existence. Like, they don't exist in my eyes. Like, that's when I'm done, and I'm one of those people. And even in a relationship, I will work my hardest to make sure, try to correct it, try to be the good mate. But when I'm done, I'm done. Like, we don't even have to talk no more, dog. Like, I'm for real good. I'm for real good with you.
But I want to go back to, oh my goodness, I want to go back to the fact of like, and I see Lisa chimed in that she's the same way as me, and so I think let's do a little sister to big sister, where you help me, because this is one of the reasons I decided not to date right now, because I need to learn how to better protect my feelings. So y'all all know, anybody who watched the show, I had a meltdown for like 6 episodes of it about somebody who we really did not have a long-lasting connection, significant connection, but not long-lasting. And I went back and looked and was like, why was I so quick to attach to that and hold on to the potential of that? And then I done devastated myself behind that. And now I'm hesitant about dating, looking for flaws. I was looking for red flags at Denny's, y'all. So for y'all watched last week. So I was looking for what I wanted to be on my P's and Q's, and not be so enthralled in what was right with this person like I was last time. It was like, you too good to be true. What's wrong with you? I went in with a what's wrong with you? And I found everything I was looking for. And once I realized that, that's why I was like, challenge or no challenge, I got to figure out what's with me. There's got to be a balance. And I think that's the thing in terms of toxic people. One, Joey hit it. Narcissists are skilled, emotional people who know how to present themselves one way until they suck you in, and then they got you.
Let me see if my narcissist watching. I'm just kidding.
Then you need therapy. Mess around with a narcissist, you need therapy after they get done sucking the soul out of you.
But it's I think in
yes,
love,
Imani, you know they have to go. They got little baby bladders. They have to go to the bathroom.
They'll be back. They probably gonna bust into the she shed anyway. Is I think for many of us, for some unknown reason, we feel, even though we want love and want to have great relationships, like for some unknown reason, there's something about us that almost lends to this whole, like, we don't feel like we deserve it. I know that sounds crazy, but I think it has some truth to it. Like, we don't think that we deserve, like, we'll meet a guy, he may be actually a nice guy, but then we're so used to being treated wrong, and this is no knock to any man or anything, and I'm not talking about any particular people, is that we're so used to being treated unfairly and wrong in relationships that when we encounter somebody that actually may be kind of decent, we figure out what's wrong with them so we can get rid of them. So, like, because I don't even want to be I don't want the gauntlet to drop, and then you're just like every other guy that I've met. And I think that's a problem.
I think what I realized, and I'm gonna drop this bomb, and then I'm gonna let the men join in. But I think I have grown up with the thought pattern that love is something I have to earn, that I have to work for it, that I have to be deserving of it. And I'm gonna tell you why I liked Bridgerton. Like, they got the little quiz now, like, who would you end up dating? Look, me and Daphne at some point was the same person, for real. Okay. Because that need to be perfect and hit everything and follow everyone else's expectation so that I can get what I'm supposed to get is a thing. And narcissists love that, because that means you're on the treadmill. I call it the hamster wheel of life. You're constantly working and running in a circle and never going anywhere.
Yep.
I'm constantly, I love you, but I'll do this for you and I'll do that for you. And I got you on this and I got you on that. Why don't you love me? Why am I not enough? Okay, well, I do this, I'll do that. Baby, I want somebody to love me when I give them the lefty face.
Correct. I want you to duel for me, actually. Like, that's, you willing to die.
Okay, wait. The man is banging on the door. Ladies, should we let the men into the she shed?
Go ahead, let him in.
We can't have nothing. Back. Wait, and then Lefty come down.
Really, Lefty?
Really?
That's what you come back with?
Yeah.
First up, stop doing the face, because you was froze for like 30 minutes.
No, my laptop overheated. I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh, wow.
I had to let it cool down a little bit.
Okay.
It was on fire today. So let me ask y'all this with your toxic people. Why is it that majority of the time your man didn't already told you about the bra?
Whoa.
Ooh.
He didn't already told you about the bra.
Wait, say that again. I want to make sure I'm
why is it you all have to wait till you get burned when your man had already told you about the bra 2 years ago?
I thought that's what he said. I wanted to make
he knew when he met her what she was on. It didn't take him nothing about 15 minutes to be around her to know she wasn't no good.
Thank you, Negro Diamonds. Thank you, Negro Diamonds. Negro Diamonds, keep speaking that knowledge.
I'm gonna say that my significant others have usually been spot on, but I also think that girl Vanessa, you said it. It's vice versa. Because how many times I done told you that this no good Negro ain't, I ain't gonna tell you that he trying to be in my DM, but I'm telling you he don't mean you no good. Stop hanging with him. Yes.
Hey, Nate.
Hey, Nate.
I just want to let you get that out your system. Boy, you got a Kool-Aid smile. You got a Kool-Aid smile and keying.
Oh.
Yes, T-Rich, my laptop got emotional. My laptop got emotional on me.
Well, honestly, to your point is, I think women don't want to accept the truth. I'm just gonna put it out there. By the time, let's put it like this: by the time the woman go through your phone, by the time she sneak up to your job or follow you, she done already put it in her mind that you cheating. It's gonna take her all of that to
she know you cheating. She's looking for verification of what she already knows.
How did we get on that?
Because that's what he said.
Why no, we're talking about your toxic friends.
Talking about your toxic friends.
The ones that we didn't told y'all wasn't no damn
good.
I'm like, man, y'all went like way left.
The ones we told y'all wasn't no good, and y'all kept hanging with it anyway.
Because sometimes nobody wants to accept that their friend ain't good. Nobody wants to accept that.
Sometimes you just been in the friendship. I think we need to keep it real. Some friendships you got are just for the longevity of the friendship.
Yeah.
We've been cool. You know secrets that I need you to stay buried. And like, you know that person ain't really your best friend no more, but they your longest standing friendship. So it's like, okay, all right.
Where all the bodies may be buried.
No, where all the bodies is. So you just kind of.
Yeah. I think you just do it out of loyalty over the years. And then, like I said, the older you get, you learn to compartmentalize your friendships. Like, I know, like, there's some friends that I used to kick it with all the time back in the day that now I may talk to them 1 to 3 times a year, and we're okay with that. Like, we're comfortable in that.
Tiffany, no, they talking about us in the comments, and we not finna go for this. Now, first up,
I didn't see that. What we got?
Mr. Holiday, I think this is your first time on the show, so
hey, Gutierrez. What, no woman wants the truth? No, we want the truth, but we need an out. We need any way that we don't have to accept the truth. That's what it is.
Can I ask you all how many? And I want some of the people, women, to chime in too. How many of your friends have ruined your relationships or been a part of why it didn't work?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody didn't have that experience, right? Nick
everybody. Some of us have been. You triggered Nikki. She done turned around.
I want some of my ladies to chime in. I
got real quiet. She done spun around.
I got some ain't shit friend stories, and I said I wasn't gonna cuss, but I'ma just tell you, I've had friends. I'm gonna tell y'all a story.
You might as well go on the hot seat.
This is a hot seat story.
Lisa said me never. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Joe said never. I'm gonna tell you, I had a friend where I was dating a dude, like dating, booed up. This back in the day, y'all, where we were taking the little moto photo pictures at the mall.
Damn.
Like, we had moto photo pictures. We was for real. And
y'all went together.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we met parents, everything. She hooked him up with someone else.
Damn.
Then told on him, so I would break up with him so she could date him.
Oh wow. On the next episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Damn.
That's a lot of.
That's strong.
Very strategic.
And going back to my conversation about toxic peoples, 3 times. 3 times this happened.
That's strong.
3 times, and it took a while before I realized the pattern, before a dude actually came back and told me about the other part, because what I thought was he was just no good, and then she would end up dating him, and I'd be like, why would you date him after what he did to me? Having no clue. She was snitching, she was telling him stuff I was doing, so he would break up with me like 3 times.
Wow.
And so again, it goes back to
She
that
wanted to cook him 3 meats and 2 sides.
No, she didn't want to do that.
More than that.
No. Again, sometimes you don't understand. What's that song? Backstabbers? Smiling in your face, but sometimes people just want to take your place. You don't know how dope you are, but other people around you see your dopeness, and they think they want to be in your shoes. I was like,
that's a crazy story, but even just having a friend just constantly putting on salt on your relationship, saying stuff about your guy, like tearing him down, was that
misery loves company.
And wasn't necessarily she was trying to get with him, but as you had that, I mean, that's the type of toxic friend I was speaking of. But Nick, you took it another level. That was strong.
No, I get what you're saying, because there are some people that if you're friends, and then if one of you all get into a relationship, the other person feels left out. So that's where a lot of that comes from. So they don't want you to be happy. Like, they can be happy and they can have a relationship, but you can't, because once you get in a relationship, you can't be the friend to them that they need you to be. And I think I've run into that several times.
Yeah, they don't want to share you. Like they
don't want to share you. Yeah, they don't want to share you with anybody.
Again, it goes back to what we said about people are with you for what they can get out of you, and at the point that shifts or changes, then so does their relationship with you. So
Joy's sister got a great comment.
I don't care what's going on in my relationship. If he did something, my friend only gets to say that MNF one time. After that, I'm gonna look at you sideways, like, all right, damn it, stop talking about my man. No, I'm with you, Joey. My response is, I'm gonna tell you right now, you can vent to me, and I'm gonna ask you, are we still mad at him? Because when you mad at him, I'm mad at him, and when you like it, I love it.
Right. Correct.
Hold on, my baby's speaking. People don't want to see you happy, so they would tear down your happiness. Guard your happiness fiercely. That's true. Even your friends don't necessarily. Not all of them, just the toxic ones.
What's up, Asada?
You could be dating a buster, and women still will try to talk to them.
Yeah. She said a buster.
Because it's a man. Seriously, I've seen women fight over a no good man. I'm like, he ain't shit. Like, I don't mean
he's mine, ain't shit nigga. He's mine. He mine.
Right. Like, he ain't shit nigga. Like, keep on. But they will be like, I want him, girl. But he been hoeing around with everybody, and you trying to get him from your girl? No, it's good. We good.
Now trust and believe, y'all. Men deal with it too. we got the homies that. What I always say, Nick, if you got caught up, 9 times out of 10 was one of your boys that told them. One of your boys planted the seed.
Men, I can verify. I can verify.
One of your boys that planted the seed.
I know who smiled at me a little longer. I know who always compliment. So when I think that you own something, I know exactly who I could go to and ask questions. Now they not messy like some females. They ain't gonna come straight out and be like, he doing. But they get breadcrumbs. And we know it because that's the first place we go for investigation.
Right. They say a little line like, I ain't see you at the party.
You'll get the kiki in showing too many teeth. And then they giving up all the information. He ain't with me.
Nunu said, this is why you shouldn't post everything on social media. Protect your happiness. You know what? I don't even think it's just social media, because I'm going to tell you, it be the people that's closest to you that know the details and be like, I've been drinking, so I couldn't say intricate.
Drink water tonight.
That's that Gary education.
Oh.
Hold on, I just got triggered. Did you say something about my Gary education? I know you didn't say nothing about me being from Gary. Y'all gonna stop treating me like I'm soft because I'm from Gary.
That old Photoshop picture of Mike with a gun. You know his ass.
Asada just said it too. Men are worse than women at telling on people.
Yes. Y'all tell it all. Yeah. Thank you, Tia.
They are men will, man, I'm telling you, the homies, you got and you know what? I had to learn that, man, honestly, and it took a long time. And like I'm very private with my relationships, even my closest friends. Y'all know each other.
You know he got a woman, right? Yeah, like
right.
Like Tiffany said, hey, you wasn't at the get together. What happened?
Hey,
why were you at the get together?
I'm almost at the point where I'm not allowing you to accept no friend requests from none of my homies. Y'all don't need to be Facebook friends. I'm getting that.
Hold on, but
my relationship, you don't need to be Facebook friends with unless you know them, already know them, or something like that.
You can't be friends with your friend.
Be like, oh, that's the money. Oh, that's the money, girl. I'm gonna send her a friend request. You better deny. You better decline it. None of that. None of that.
You gotta show you the list. You gotta prove it first.
None of that. Decline that.
That's what I was gonna say. So we got to talk about the fact that is that where we at now? I have to.
Yeah.
You gotta approve. Do I get to approve your friend request?
I'm just saying my homies. If you look up and I'm the only mutual friend on that damn thing, you need to holler at me and be like, "Oh, this your man from high school." No, we don't do all that. You don't need access to my lady. You don't need access to my lady at all.
That's
period.
True. Good stuff. Hey, Toya. Now I'm with Tandy. Like if I don't have a reason, I'm not gonna be your friend. Like,
right.
Because you're right. It goes in the DM.
Exactly.
Do you know where Damani is? That's how it starts.
Right.
I thought Damani was with you.
I ain't see you at the party.
Hey, it ain't just and cats allow you too. They allow you. I'm telling you, there's some suckers out here. There's some straight suckers out here.
It's definitely some toxic things. So now that y'all done worked out y'all emotions, y'all back to beating y'all chest and peeing in the bushes.
Let's get manly around here.
You done peed in the bush. You went to the bush.
Yeah, it is. Just kissing the bush.
I went to my neighbor bush.
His bushes looked a little dry. Had to get them together.
Need my bushes to stay fertile.
That's right.
Yo,
what? Put that in a box. Fertile bushes just don't. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that was a bad mix.
That was
definitely a bad mix.
Put it in the box. That goes in the box.
Let me
I need you to see it. So before I let y'all go to man cave,
let me let Cujo out the cage so he can guard the door for me.
All right,
it's almost time for the man cave.
We'll be back. We know how.
What's going on? What's going on, people? So
what up?
We done went through the whole emotional thing, and we done heard the ladies with the friends and all that. So let's have a little fun. Let's have a little fun for all us sports fanatics out here. This is the man cave, so y'all can't tell us who to talk about. But some of this is for the ladies too, because a lot of ladies are sports fans, as we all know. So this weekend, and of Saturday, Sunday, and Monday night is the college football championship game. But you got 3 games Saturday, 3 Sunday, including our Bears, and a national championship game, Alabama, Ohio State on Monday. So we need to help the ladies out, especially the non-sports fans that are dating guys that are really into sports. So we're gonna run down our top 10 don'ts during a weekend like this. Or we're gonna say bet nots. So you got a few, or want me to kick it off?
You go ahead and kick it off, because I got a few.
All right. I didn't list it, man. You can tell I don't do a lot of work. Number 10, do not wear the colors or the apparel of the team that my team is playing against.
Facts.
All facts.
So on Sunday, Do not come up in the room with on no gold, black, or white.
Nothing. Don't even wear a damn cross on your chain. Nothing related to the Saints. We ain't eating no crawfish. None of that. That's number 10. We're gonna have an attitude. Number 9. All negative comments about my team will result in a 2 to 3 day attitude.
Damn.
Back to fiction. Don't say nothing. Don't say the Bears ain't this, the Bears ain't that. I don't want to hear it. Let me have my time. Number 8. I had to mix it up a little bit. Number 8. If you going with me to watch the game, if we going together, whether it's to a bar, cigar shop, one of our friends' house, we are not leaving until the game is over. And outside of a family death, you better hop in an Uber. If you got an attitude about who over there, or you don't like the food, or you got an attitude of something going on, one of us will take an Uber, but we ain't leaving, damn it, until this game is over. So if you come with me, be prepared to stay for the whole game. All right? Then that leads to number 7. Number 7 on my list is don't make me late for kickoff. That drives me crazy. And when I say late, I mean I need to be sitting down with my cigar lit and my drink in front of me, all set to yell and scream at the TV. I need to see the kickoff. All right.
Hey,
Number
yeah. You all on my list. So carry on.
Yeah. You know. So number 6. We Bears fans. It's stressful. Do not monitor my alcohol intake. Do not. Don't be like, baby, you think you had too much? I don't want to hear it. Let me have my drinks. Don't worry about it. I may have a couple of extra shots if Trubisky and Nagy are pissing me off. Now, this one, we're going to go a little deeper, number 5. And some guys are not going to agree with me on this one. But especially for this weekend, wild card, no halftime sex. No halftime sex. If we at home together, we decide to stay in and watch the game, especially during this COVID stuff. There will be no halftime sex, especially if my team is losing. I'm going to tell you why. Because my focus is I'm trying to Jedi mind trick Nagy and his coaching staff into making adjustments so we can win the damn game. I don't want no sex at halftime, especially if my team is losing. Period.
Hey, bro.
Go ahead, man. Time me.
What if we winning, though?
Maybe if we win.
We excited. And
maybe if we win it.
And she looked back over like.
Well, here's the problem. You know, the NFL has cut halftime real short now. It ain't as long as it used to be.
It's called a halftime quickie.
Yeah, but it better be real quick. But just save it till after the game. That way ain't nobody mad. Everybody just stay damn happy. That's how we do it. So no halftime sex. Number 4, no non-sports conversation during the game. All those conversations at table. I don't want to hear about your family. I don't want to hear about work. I don't want to hear about none of the above. If the game is on, we are focused. I need us all to stay focused. Get it? Now, that's when we just watching the game together. We just staying in. It's COVID season, so we're going to give it from both sides. So all non-sports conversations are officially tabled until after the game goes on. Number 3 is for all my really true non-sports fans, and you just trying to spend time with your significant other while they watching the game. Don't ask too many damn questions. Google it. Don't nobody feel like explaining what a onside kick is and what the penalty was. Don't nobody feel like explaining all that. We focus, we into the game. Respect the game. I don't care what it is. Don't be asking me a million damn questions. Why you do that? What happened over there? Well, what that means? I don't want to hear all that. I don't want to hear all that. And number 2, this is for when we having people over at the house. We having a gathering. Do not, ladies, invite your single friends, especially that are non-sports fans, to come over because they think KDL and some of the fellas are cute and they trying to hook up. This ain't damn love connection. The game is on. We ain't trying to deal with none of that. Keep your single friends that's trying to hook up at home. Maybe they can come after the game. But during the game, we don't need them around. And number one, go ahead, man. You got one?
No, man, I'm tripping on you, man, because a lot of stuff we kind of in tune with, and I'm over here rolling.
And
you said love connection.
This is not love connection. This is not what we doing. And number one, ladies, don't ever make this mistake. I don't care if we're in the middle of an argument. Never ask your man during the game, is this game more important to me? Do you know why? Because you ain't gonna like the truth. The truth is, yes, at that time, the game is more important to you. Matter of fact, we can break up for 3 hours, but the game on. Don't ask me that question or your feelings are gonna get hurt. Point blank, period. Ben, I'm gonna turn it over to you.
Well, you also got to add in, as my man Sly would say, sit your ass down.
Yes.
All the movement and all that, sit down. You got to assign seats during the game, because if you get up and move, you messing up the whole mojo.
All that.
Messing up the mojo. If you move to the left, then the other team might score. Sit down.
Right. We superstitious. This thing is serious. This weekend is serious as it can be. Matter of fact, it's probably more serious than the Super Bowl. Super Bowl, all fun. We doing the squares and all that other weird stuff. You can bring your single friend to the Super Bowl party. But this weekend, especially when your team playing, leave him at home. Now, we're going to remove Cujo and let the ladies jump on in.
Yes.
And add in.
Assigned seats. Assigned seats.
Wait, I'm still over here dying laughing. Wait a minute.
We single for 3 hours. Don't talk to me.
Like we could break up for 3 hours. First off, I am a football fan, and some of that I was like, wait, now what? So I got to go back because there was so many comments. I just want to make sure you just went through your 10, and it was so many comments. I just want to make sure that the ladies. So we just want to be clear that we can't wear no Saints jersey, no cross,
nothing.
Not
even no beads. Don't wear none of that. Nothing New Orleans related. Nothing.
I want to know. Can I say that Mac is sexy?
We should have added that one.
No.
Not this weekend. No.
I cannot say they booty look good when they be bending over, getting ready to hike the ball. I'm not allowed to be like,
no.
Okay.
Gotta get you put out the room.
No sexual reference towards any football player. No.
Imani says she's content at football as long as it's food. But Imani, you cannot keep getting up and eating, as Mr. Smokefeller said. You got to get a plate and you got to sit there. And so if you're hungry again, you just got to deal with it.
You got 60 seconds doing commercials. 60 seconds to get your food and get back in your same position. If you had your leg crossed, you cross it. However you start the game, you finish the game.
So they holding this pose. They got to hold the whole game.
Whole game.
And I got a better, not just commercials. You got to go at the end of the first quarter, get something to eat, go to the bathroom, halftime. After the third quarter. Only at the end when it's a little break. Other than that, sit your ass down.
You can't move. You can't ask questions during the timeouts. You can't do none of that, ladies. So sports, like if this said, you may actually, let's put it like this. If you say something during this weekend to a man while you watching the game, you might actually break up for real.
This is a serious weekend.
If you're not in the football, I suggest you not in the TV room. Like stay in, like this one of them areas like where it's separate and as right, no, he said sit your ass down.
You're moving too much.
Now, if you choose not to be in the TV room, when you hear me yelling and screaming, don't come running in there saying, what happened?
Oh my God. That's the worst too. That is
so. This is not the weekend that the woman should try on that new sexy dress and her heels and come prancing in the room while you watching. This ain't it.
Don't get your hair done and expect him to notice it.
You're not gonna notice
nothing. Do you all understand what's going on with me?
Listen, I don't know if y'all saw that meme where old girl like deleted all his players on like the Madden NFL, like she
that's a breakup. Right. I know that.
Ladies, don't get broke up. this weekend by doing stupid stuff like standing in front of the TV.
Oh my God.
I did ask Kenneth wear heels or gym shoes. So basically,
yeah, you did say that.
Gym shoes.
They don't care what you wear. He said, as long as it is not.
Because then, like he said, you're going to be ready to go because your feet hurt. Put on some gym shoes.
I just want you to know that Fred has been talking mess the entire time about your Bears.
And you notice that we ignore him because guess what?
When they find a coach, we'll acknowledge him. They ain't got no coach
in Detroit.
And the other reason you got to wear gym shoes because it is your job as my woman. When I jump up the chair, you supposed to jump up too. And you can't jump up in them damn heels. I need you out your seat, off your ass when you score a touchdown.
Oh Lord.
That's all.
Ladies, that's what you do. You just do what they do.
Do what I do. When I cheer, you don't know what's going on. When I cheer, you cheer. When I curse,
when I move, you move. Just like that.
Follow the lead. Just follow the lead.
Just like that.
So I have a question. I have a question for houses that are divided. Okay, me and my best friend are divided. He's a Colts fan. I am a Bears fan. I don't know why he a Colts fan and he grew up in Gary, Indiana. In fact, can we settle this argument? Everybody on the timeline that's from Gary, were you a Colts fan or were you a Bears fan?
Probably a Bears. Gary's just a suburb of Chicago.
Oh my God! Thank you. Anyway,
correction. That is a project of Chicago. Let's get that right.
Wow. You're going to stop talking about Gary. Anyway.
That's like Hammond. You might well get a 606 area code. You stay at Hammond, Indiana.
Vanessa said y'all need to keep this same energy that y'all giving us these rules for when the Real Housewives.
I don't know about that. Potomac, come on now.
No, Asada, Fred's team is the Lions. They is in hibernation. They ain't in no kind of nowhere near playoffs.
They don't even have a coach.
Right.
Or a general manager.
They fired everybody. Anyway. So let me hear from y'all. How do you handle a house divided?
Well, I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, Miss Smoke.
It's fun.
Because you're a Bears fan and
she down with the Patriots.
Okay.
So this hasn't been a good year for her at all.
Wow.
I ain't throwing shots out there. I'm just saying.
So I have to share this. And I might get kicked off of a show for this. So, and this is part of a story. So as growing up, I grew up in a house full of men and we watched football. And one thing that I absolutely love football. I actually wanted to be a football official, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. And the one thing that I loved about football was when they played in snow, because everybody knows I love snow. So the one team that I enjoyed watching when it snowed, no matter who they played, was Green Bay. Now, so growing up,
Get off the screen.
Wait a minute. I am a Bears fan. Wait.
Nope.
But I will say
this story can't even end well. This story can't end well for you.
That I own is Bears. I will tell you that. I'm a Bears fan, blah, blah, blah. However, every time they play against each other, it just so happened, ladies, if for those that ain't really into football, or if you're into football, it's always great to bet your man on the game. So I would always bet on Green Bay for the games against Green Bay and the Bears. And usually I kind of end up favorable for me. I don't know what kind
Vanessa,
of
I'm with Vanessa. Vanessa said, when the show is
well, see, but this you gotta understand. Hold on, this y'all gotta understand. During the regular season, we can kind of play around with certain stuff. This particular weekend, though, when your team is in the playoffs, you know how serious this is.
I am bear down this weekend. I promise you I am.
People will get divorced over this weekend. Do the wrong thing.
Wait,
Do the wrong thing. You'll be in court by next Thursday.
wait,
With a mask on.
wait a minute, stop. They just so speechless. His shit came up blank. Put that back up.
Right. He just like.
I'm trying to tell you.
I'm sorry.
Wait, hold
had
on.
some great
Camo,
wins off that.
listen.
Yeah. Yes.
Aaron Jones is from El Paso. Like literally, we've been in the same building here. I am not rooting for Green Bay. It is just
I didn't say root for Green Bay. No, don't do that.
So
No.
I'm trying to understand, why would you bet your
Because
man?
at one point in time, my bets always
There
favored
was some
me.
sexual favors going on.
You just nasty.
There was
You
some.
damn skippy. Yep, I am.
You need
Yup.
black Jesus.
Yep.
There was
And it
some.
always worked out for me. I hope you watching, boo. Where
Right.
you at?
There it is.
That's who watching. That's who watching is Black Jesus, and he want and the rest of us is looking at you like this.
Right.
I'm just saying. It always worked.
So in other words, we just trying to save y'all relationships this weekend.
Yes.
Take our advice, and whatever I left out, feel free to throw it in there.
So, ladies, I have some suggestions. He gave you the don'ts. I think we could give the do's. So, first up, know your man's team. Do not sit when the Bears come on and be like, now who we rooting for? You ought to know who is his team. You get brownie points if you show up in their gear. They got cute girl gear. So go dressed up. And then, as they said, this is not the time for you to figure out football.
Correct.
In fact, I'm gonna be honest.
You had 17.
Either.
You had 17 weeks to learn.
Half the time, they're not gonna know your questions either. They don't know why that call just happened because we done seen some calls this year. Y'all gonna pretend like y'all ain't seen some calls that you had to be like, now what? Even the refs had to go look at the dang book and be like, well, what happens when that happens? No.
Section 5, page 10.
That's true.
Letter 4.
It's been some calls that I've been like, I've never heard that call.
But you got your man that's gonna come on the screen from New York and break it down to you. So we got that covered too.
And that's when you be quiet and listen. You try to hear what's going on.
It's a lot of women that are doing the commentary now. Y'all don't talk about her wigs. Don't talk about what she got on. Don't talk about she look cold. Just let her be one of the fellas. Do not think that the halftime is more than 15 minutes. They not doing the Janet Jackson nipple slip halftime no more. No. So you not finna get a whole like 30 minutes to go like, man, can I run to the store? Can I? No. That is the time to refresh his drink. Right. Refresh his drink. Go get you something.
Get him a second plate.
And go sit back down and get back into your
in your pose, whatever said pose you had before.
Vanessa, I need a beautician to love on
y'all
Pam
not
Oliver.
Gonna talk about Pam Oliver.
No, you don't. You don't need Pam's hair to get fixed. You don't, because if she does, that's gonna distract everybody.
Wait, we got some honorable mentions too. If I trash a player, you trash him too. Don't you dare sit there and be like, Mitch ain't that bad. No, shut up. I said he sucks. So you supposed to say sucks. You don't sit there and disagree with me. This is the time you're supposed to agree with everything I say.
Girl, support your man, baby. Support your man.
I need support. And if we having something at the house and you making something, don't bring no healthy stuff, no celery sticks. When chicken wings, there's only certain foods that's allowed.
No carrots.
No veggie platter.
It's too loud. It's too loud. They're gonna be side eyeing you every time you hit that carrot. They're gonna be like, the game is on. So like, yeah, you.
Ladies, you are like the kicker. You got one job to support me and my team. One job.
And girls, ladies, don't be in your phone. Don't be on your phone. Just pay attention, even if you're not paying attention. But pay attention to the game.
Oh, and
he's distracted by you doing this on your phone.
And the other statement, don't you ever make. It's not that serious. I will lose my mind if you say that to me. It's not that serious. Oh, I'm about to flip everything in here.
You been trying to put out Martin style. That will get you put out Martin style. Then you gonna be in your feelings because he gonna be like, get to stepping. Get to stepping.
You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell up out of here.
Right. It's not that serious. Are you crazy? It is that serious. We'll break up for 3 hours.
And ladies, if you think that you cannot not handle these rules, just don't go. Because they're not gonna care. Like, they not gonna get mad if you be like, I really don't want to watch football. Okay, cool. Perfect. Like, stay here. But if you stay home, you cannot call and text and be like, when you coming home?
No, none of that.
None of that.
You can't send the text message with all the reasons why he was wrong for going to watch the game with his boy. You
can't believe you left me here and I can't yet. None of that.
When you start seeing the pictures on social media because they kicking it, don't text them like, who is she next to you?
Right.
That's a fan.
You didn't want
to hold on.
That's a fan.
May not text during the game, maybe afterwards, because if something
look right. All of a sudden, I'm interested in football,
she might show up,
and assign seats be damn. When I get there, she's gonna move.
Just don't ask nothing non-football related. Who over there? Who was that? No, ignore. I cut my phone off and go put it in the car. Don't text me a bunch of stupid shit about a game on. Are you crazy?
Tia said relationship saves for this weekend.
There it is. Hope we helped y'all out.
We tried.
Oh, and this goes into Monday too. The NCAA championship game, but biggest game of the year. So those rules carry over after Sunday. You got one extra day. It's like a holiday.
Right.
So we're gonna need y'all to keep the rules going.
Listen, ladies, if you have no clue what is going on, like, just glance through the ESPN app so you know, like, because it's a lot of different activities this weekend. So
now this is also a precursor to NBA and NCAA March Madness. This is giving you a precursor. So if you didn't take the 17 weeks to learn football, you got enough weeks to start getting basketball under your belt. Because the same thing gonna happen then. And NCAA March Madness, that lasts 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
2 whole weeks. So
I would say I'm a football fan. I'm not necessarily a basketball fan, but I've had to learn to just suck it up. I mean, I watch basketball, but
you gotta learn some dialect.
We'll post these rules in the group for you all who got in that late.
Yeah, definitely. Now, for everybody, guys, go ahead and rep your teams. We are all Bears fans, all of us. All this panel. I don't know about Camo. Camo kind of.
I'm a Bears fan. Oh my gosh!
Even non-playoff teams. I don't think non-playoff teams need to be rep, Fred. in this particular weekend, they season over. He got the September 2021. This team be back.
Right. My boy Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin. Yeah, don't rep nothing. Kevin Louder, don't rep nothing.
Warriors.
Fred say boo. Man.
I just wanted to see. Anyway, yeah, I'm a Bears fan, so I will be in my. I even look. The nails are.
Sorry, no. Sorry, no. I forgot the Patriots went in the playoff this year. I wasn't used to it.
Antoine talking about we got this week. Last time I checked, the Colts was a 7th seed wild card too. Don't talk stuff. We'll see how it go this weekend. Now, ladies, I just want to point out, did you notice that? I knew my facts. I knew what seed Indianapolis was and where they at. If you're going to try and talk stuff with dudes about football, you got to know some stuff or else just don't talk.
This is not the time to say that you think their uniforms are cute.
And a lot of these rules apply if y'all on a little date and you say you're taking your man to the game for his birthday or something. A lot of these same rules apply. So take these rules to them. Don't get up and when the road team music playing, you up there dancing because you like the song. Sit your ass down. My team is out there. It's not their song. Sit down.
Don't ask to go to concession stand until halftime.
Or before the game. Don't get up in the middle of the damn game. You got 2 excuse me's, and then I'm going to snap.
Talking about you want some nachos.
Excuse me? Not 3.
2 excuse me. You only get 2. 2 excuse me, and I'm going off.
Okay, because you're supposed to get the stuff before you go to your seat. And then you get a bathroom break, apparently.
Yeah. You get 1. Then at halftime or whatever, then you go again. Then the rest of the time, I need you to sit down next to me.
Somebody talked to Nunu about her little crush on Tom Brady. He ain't even on the Patriots no more.
Yeah, like, he in the playoffs, though.
Oh, T-Rich. Facts. That's my baby daddy.
That's the type of talk that we will not.
That's my baby daddy.
We will not tolerate that.
We will not tolerate that.
Whatever.
We will not tolerate that type of foolery.
When I'm not rooting for the Bears, I am rooting for Mike Tomlin and the Steelers all day, unapologetic.
And for all you matchmakers out there, and y'all having something at the crib, revert back to rule number 2.
Wait a minute, Antoine, are you threatening me? Hold on, Antoine, are you threatening me?
What he said? You about to change his profile picture.
You got the from the
yeah. So make sure you revert back to number 2. This ain't time to be hooking nobody up. Don't bring all that nonsense back.
Have a speed dating round during
none of that.
But this ain't y'all weekend. If y'all single, like unless you really like football.
Because y'all said assign seats. So what if we assign a seat next to the person?
No, I'm a snap. No. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it.
Okay.
So she's gonna be over there googly-eyed talking about, hey, no.
I'm trying to talk to him about the play, and she trying to get his attention. Now we compete. No, you messing up the feng shui of the room. You messing up the feng shui. You messing up
the feng shui.
Yeah, you messing it up. You messing it up. It's all about football this week.
Meanwhile, I'm just laughing because the ladies are all talking. Every time we get to this wicked hour, the comments take over and go in another.
Lisa, we're going to stop this foolishness.
I just saying, she said Russell Wilson can get it.
With the baby hair? Little baby hair joints he got going on? That curl is terrible. We need to kill his
Nunu brings up a good point. Listen, ladies, if you are a lightweight, do not think it is cute to participate in drinking games. I would tell you my first year of hanging with these gentlemen, we decided that every time somebody scored a touchdown in the Super Bowl, we was going to take a shot. We got to the point I was tossing shots out the side door and in the garbage when no one was looking.
Wait, we got to tell the whole story. That was the game when Atlanta was beating the Patriots like 28-3 or something. And the Patriots scored like 40 straight points. We was just throwing them back every time we looked up. Yeah, we got wasted.
We were. So I'm just saying, if you're not capable, don't do it. Let it go. Like, don't do the drinking games because you can't mess up liquor this weekend either. So listen, I love y'all. This was an awesome show. Lucky, you need to post them top 10 relationship savers for this weekend. We need to make sure everybody who didn't see it gets to see it. I just want to tell our guests, thank you again, because y'all are not just the audience, because y'all participate and be all up in this. So just want to say thank you guys. And we had a bunch of first-time people join us, so that is dope. Hope you come back. We are here every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. until the tomfoolery runs out, it appears. So go ahead, Emotional Lefty, and sign us out.
Got my Carl Thomas on today. I don't feel like singing, so I ain't going to do it.
I'm emotional.
But, hey, thank you all again. You all are great. Like we say every week, man, I actually look forward to doing this show. I'm really tired as all to be damn, but, this was like my Red Bull. This hyped me up. And I was dead serious. I know some of them was funny, but I was dead serious about them 10 rules. And please, you can don't call me or text me or ask me anything while the game's on. So you got till Sunday to get reminded. Well, Saturday to get reminded of any rules you need to get reminded of. All right.
Wait, time out. Tia said we got 15 minutes, dog. I guess she's like, what the hell y'all going?
She said, we're in a hot seat. We got 15 minutes. I cannot. This is why.
Okay, well let's announce go next week.
Okay, that's what I thought you was gonna do. So we do have something going on next week. We're going to add a new segment because our audience is so dope. We are going to add a segment called What's on Your Mind, where you ask questions, you choose your host, and we give you relationship advice. So it is not a hot seat.
Right, it's not the hot seat.
You don't ask us like who was the chick that put the pregnancy test under the tree. You can't ask those questions.
Right, not those. Ask something like, what do I do? Because my man came in at 4:00 this morning with no drawers on. He had no drawers on when he came in.
Nothing like Irish.
Without his drawers on.
Yeah, what do I do? Ask us stuff like that.
Yeah, so it's like Dear Abby, Dear John, all that rolled into one. You get to ask anything you want to know from the Relationship Misfits. We don't even want the questions ahead of time. We are going to answer these on the fly. So get
yes, free ball Tuesday. We going commando, baby. Let's go.
We're gonna take that one. We're gonna put that one in the box, bro. Put that one in the box.
I ain't been drinking. I'm sorry. I'm sober.
Okay, that was as bad as the fertile bush. Like,
I don't know about that. You talking to somebody got a pregnancy test for Christmas.
All right, so all I'm asking,
nothing worse than that.
already have the dopest audience, so make sure you get your questions, situations, whatever you want our feedback. If you want the dudes to tell you what a man is thinking, why he said what he said, did what he did, moved how he wanted to move. Listen, we are here, and the ladies will share a couple of secrets as well. So definitely look forward to the next.
Right. You could be asking for a friend. It don't have to be you.
Right. Oh, right. Definitely you know. And if you want us to address something next week and you don't want anyone to see that it's your comment, DM us on the HSS podcast page and we will keep it anonymous. So if you want to ask us something for your friend and keep it anonymous, feel free to DM us and we will put it on the show. So that is our new and exciting news for next week. So Mr. Smokefella, I'm gonna go ahead and kick it to you. Sign us out.
Oh, you're gonna come to me first? Nah.
Well, I actually went to, okay, you being emotional. Okay, Camel Chick, sign us out. We're going to come back to him.
I absolutely had a fantastic... I'm going to pull out Carl Thomas's, you know, I love that little song. Anyway, I had a fantastic time. This audience is so freaking dope. Like, I just get caught up in the comments because y'all just doing the daggone thing. But great time tonight. Y'all, it is 2021. So as I said, 2020 is out of here. We had the chance to shift perspectives, live differently, love differently, prioritize differently. So let's make sure we are living and not existing in 2021. I am having, on behalf of my nonprofit Metro Vision Partners, we're doing a living room conversations on Sunday, January 17th. It is a paint and conversation. It's an intergenerational conversation with young women ages 12 and up. So if you are interested in participating, please hit me up. It is free. Thanks to Chicago Community Trust. And we will be delivering the painting kits to people in the Chicagoland area. If you do not live in the Chicagoland area and still want to participate, if you hit me up soon, we can actually mail out the picture that we'll be painting plus the supplies. So, yes.
You know that's a football Sunday, but carry on.
I know, but that's what happens when you get grants. You got to do it. You know, when they pay for it.
So anyway, this is something for the ladies that don't like watching football.
There you go. 2
hours. And so, you know, a quick little conversation, paint your little paint, and you out of there, right? So, but anyway, but as I said, please make sure that you are living and not just existing in 2021. Don't be too strong that you don't reach out if you have problems. And check on your strong friends. Peace.
Now, Mr. Smokefella, can I come to you, or
sure
you
you
want to be
can.
last?
No, you surely
Okay.
can.
I want to make sure I'm not minimizing your options.
Yeah, I got to keep you on point. But like Camo Chick said, our fans are the dopest that's out there. Y'all crazy, y'all nuts, all of the above, and we enjoy this, man. Y'all just be cracking me up in the comments, boy. It's just be on and popping. But I will say, February 8th, take that day off, because February 7th is the Super Bowl. You don't know what's going to happen. Put it in now, because then if you wake up and you be like, oh, you could get yourself in trouble because you got to be there. Put that day in now, so you got that day off, because you don't know if you're going to be like we do. I suggest you take off.
Facts.
Yes.
And I'm out.
So behind that, listen, I really appreciate y'all. This is so amazing. I will tell you that I was exhausted coming into this, but like Lefty, you guys are like a Red Bull because y'all are ridiculous. Although I am shocked. We ended the show without talking about food. Like last couple of weeks, we'd had Popeyes and White Castle conversations, so shout out. I think, I know it was Miriam not in the thing because she always starts the food conversation. So let her know she was missed with the food conversation. But dopest audience ever. Look, we look forward for y'all showing up in our new segment. Make sure you send up and get some questions. Make sure you share, invite. If you think we're dope, you think somebody else Tuesday would be enlightened by our tomfoolery, please share and invite people to the show. Listen, we are here every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Central Time. Yes.
I got a he said, she said challenge for this weekend. Every time a Popeye's chicken commercial come on, you got to do a shot. And report back to us Tuesday how many shots you actually did and how drunk you really got. And it'll help if you take a selfie and post it up in the comments next to it. Every time dude come on singing, I got Popeyes. I love Popeyes.
I got Popeyes.
You got to do a shot. That's our challenge.
They got a new one with the chick with the guitar.
All Popeyes chicken commercials, we doing shots.
All right, so that is the HSS challenge for the weekend. Popeyes shots.
Popeyes shots. Boy, we gonna get us a commercial on Popeyes.
There you go.
You may have to call off. We have to call off this Monday. That joint gonna be on about 5,000 times. If I see that fake ass Tyrese, I'm singing that damn song. We need some traveling music.
We need what?
He got music. Last week he gave us some music, so let's see what he's gonna come up with.
No, Ben gave us music last week.
No, it's nothing to play out. We no travel music this week.
Need some traveling music, man. I think I got the perfect one.
Let's see what you got. That's hilarious.
Can y'all hear it?
Emotional, Carl Thomas.
Really?
To the emotion.
Wait, you gotta strike the pose though. Every emotional pose is the.
Just the Carl Thomas joint right here.
Anyway, y'all, listen. Yvette, Yvette is in for the Popeyes
shots.
Hey,
and you take a picture.
If you do the Popeyes shot, make sure you definitely send us the pictures, and we will highlight you on next Tuesday's show for doing the challenge. Send us the pictures. You know what? All right. Listen, I am signing us out. We will see y'all next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central. Peace, y'all.
And it's our new meme, if really was a person.